What them haters talking about?
What's up, family? We got an elderly school bus driver who was jumped by some kids after allegedly being pushed by a kid. You know, I'm seeing a lot of videos like this with elderly people being jumped or jumping kids. I think this guy was like 72 in Louisiana who was beating the hell out of some kid. I don't know what that kid did, but the dude kicked the kid, like beat him down, then stomped him. What the hell is going on at these schools and on these school buses? Man, I didn't see it, fam. Ain't no way you would have gotten away with beating up an old person or anybody, even any school bus driver when I was going to school. Now, of course, I'm sure it happened at least a couple times. It had to be at least a fight or two somewhere. But I never witnessed it, never even heard about somebody fighting a school bus driver. Damn. So in this situation, though, this is interesting. The bus driver, from where it picked up at, I didn't see that. It doesn't show the bus driver being pushed. It shows the bus driver trying to block the kid's way. And the kid is laughing and saying, get out the way and all this type of stuff, and, you know, cussing the guy out. And the bus driver blocks his path. And the kid is constantly saying, get out of the way. So then at some point, the bus driver pushes the kid and attacks him. And then that's when another kid just instinctively just swung on the bus driver. So they jumped him. One kid who had enough sense to stop it did. That kid at least has some type of home training. At first, he was like the other kids, just sitting there laughing. And let me address that, fam. Youngsters, y'all gonna have to police each other. Y'all gotta police y'all friends. Because some of y'all friends, they need help. If they're really your friend, don't let them go that far. Don't let them get in trouble like that. And don't let them violate the elderly. Because, you know, next, it might be your granddaddy. Might be your mom, might be your daddy. Might be your grandmama. Don't let them do that. This kid, I have to give him credit. See, but the thing is that the reason why you don't want to do all that laughing and stuff like that, because what you're doing, you're egging them on. When you're laughing, you know, you make the kid think what they're doing is somehow cool. So they're going to continue to do it to get more laughs. So fall back, you got to understand. It's kind of like when you, some of you older cats know what I'm talking about. You've probably been in a situation where you're in the hood or you're hanging out somewhere and there's two dudes going at each other and they're cracking jokes on each other, but you know how serious jokes can get. So you don't laugh at the joke, even if it might be funny. You don't laugh because once you start laughing at the joke, the one guy that get the short end of the stick, he might decide to turn his attention, his whatever anger that he's feeling toward the other guy, he might decide to direct that energy towards you. And now you in a situation where you gotta, you know, get out. And that wasn't even your fight. But laughing at somebody who is being criticized, or somebody is ranking on or talking down on, who somebody is disparaging, you know, laughing is almost like, you know, you agreeing with what they're saying. And it's like putting salt on a wound. So when I see cats doing stuff like that, I remember being like as young as 13, 14 years old, falling back. I'm not in that. I'm not laughing at that type of situation because, and even if I'm with the dude who's cracking the joke, even if that's my boy, I'm still not laughing because I don't want you to know what time I'm on. You understand? So fall back, fam. If you ain't really with that, fall back. That's the only thing the critique that I would have with that youngster who stopped it. The youngster in the gray sweat, he stopped it. And that was a good look. Youngsters, y'all have to police your friends. Some of y'all friends ain't being raised right. If it's really your friend, you don't want to see your friend in jail. You don't want to see your friend get kicked out of school. You don't want to see your friend end up on the ground, dead like a dog, bleeding out. If it's really your friend, you want to protect your friend. You want to make sure your friend don't get himself in a jam. You want to make sure that your friend have the best life that he can possibly have or she can possibly have. See, friends don't let friends beat up elderly bus drivers. You understand? Friends don't let friends assault and disrespect elderly bus drivers. That ain't how it go, fam. That's not a good look. And that's not a good look. That's not good energy to have, period. You don't want your name associated to something like that. I'm glad I ain't got something like that on my record. But, man, I know this type of stuff ain't just started, but it's out of control. When I was looking this story up, I couldn't even get to my story fast enough because it was so many other stories about bus drivers being attacked by kids and fighting kids. And I'm not just talking about any bus driver. I'm saying specifically school bus driver, elderly school bus driver. It's wild out there, fam. And as always, it starts at home. Mama, get on your job. Daddy, get on your job before you have to go identify your kid in the morgue. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?